The year is 3090. Earth, once a thriving home to billions, is now struggling for survival. Technology has reached unimaginable heights. Humans have colonized Mars, the Moon, and even some of Saturn's moons. Yet despite all advancements, Earth remains humanity's true home. For decades, scientists have warned about climate change, resource depletion, and threats from space. But their warnings were ignored or taken lightly. Until one day, everything changed. The first sign: when the Earth trembled by 3095, scientists detected unusual disturbances in Earth's magnetic field. For the first time in recorded history, the North and South poles began shifting unpredictably. This caused massive disruptions in Earth's atmosphere, creating large holes in the ozone layer, allowing deadly solar radiation to penetrate the surface. At the same time, astronomers made a terrifying discovery. A massive comet named Nemesis X was on a direct collision course with Earth. This comet, roughly 500 kilometers wide, was traveling at an insane speed of 50 kilometers per second. If it hit, it would be the end of Earth as we know it. Warnings and government failure. For the first time in history, fear gripped the entire planet. Space agencies, NASA, ESA, ISRO, and CNSA, came together to devise a plan. Three major plans were proposed: destroy the comet with nuclear missiles, evacuate as many people as possible to Mars and the Moon, build massive underground cities that could sustain human life for centuries. But as usual, governments failed to act in time. The rich and powerful secured their places in space colonies, while the poor were left behind. By 3097, scientists made another horrifying discovery. Nemesis X was even bigger than they had estimated. If it collided with Earth, it wouldn't just cause devastation, it would completely destroy the planet's ability to sustain life. The apocalypse begins. As 3099 approached, the comet's gravitational force began to destabilize Earth's climate. The planet experienced mega-earthquakes, volcanic eruptions, and massive tsunamis. Cities like New York, Tokyo, and Mumbai were swallowed by rising oceans. Billions of people lost their homes. Civilization began to collapse. In early 3100, humanity launched its final attempt to stop Nemesis X. A massive nuclear warhead was fired at the comet. The explosion was powerful, but instead of destroying the comet, it broke into multiple fragments, making the situation even worse. Then came the final moment. On December 24th, 3100, Nemesis X collided with Earth, turning the planet into a fiery wasteland. The last survivors. The few lucky ones who had escaped to Mars and the Moon colonies survived. But living on other planets was not as easy as they had imagined. Food, water, and oxygen were scarce. On Earth, a handful of underground survivors lasted for a while, but eventually their resources ran out. By the year 3200, Earth became a silent, dead world, cold, lifeless, and abandoned. But one question remained in history. Did humanity destroy itself, or was it just nature's way of reclaiming what was lost? The end.